kid. What's up, man? So football battles, man. Football battles. I think this is one that I think needs to be done. It's one that I feel is razor sharp clean and close. And because it was so close, I didn't even want to do it. It is, of course, the battle between Van Dijk and Koulibaly. Two of the best defenders out there in the world. You know, I think Van Dijk is pretty much putting an argument for him to be himself tier 1 right now, based upon his form. I've said Koulibaly has to rank as one of the best defenders in the world throughout. So we're going to have some disagreements maybe here and there and everywhere, but it is what it is. We just have to just ride through and see how we roll with this now. So without further ado, let's start off with the first attribute, which of course is tackling. How do you choose between both of them? They're both very good at tackling. You know, these guys, whenever need be, they will come in and they'll make a good tackle. Whether it be a slide tackle, standing tackle, easily dispossessing of the ball, they both do it very well and very confident and very competently well. You know, with Koulibaly and Van Dijk, they will come in, sweep the ball off your feet. So how do I choose this when I feel that there is pretty much nothing to choose between either of them pertaining to the attribute of tackling? I look at, fouls made and how clean are the tackles. And I feel that perhaps the discipline with regards to tackles made without fouling lies more with this dude than the other dude. So I'm going to roll with Van Dijk with regards to the attributes of tackling, because I feel that the tackles he makes are cleaner. Same as Koulibaly, but I just think that Van Dijk makes less fouls and makes much more cleaner tackles than Koulibaly. Koulibaly does make cleaner tackles, but not to the same degree as your boy Van Dijk does. So, tackling, I'm riding with the man Virgil. Positioning. So, positioning, again, this is, again, with regards to where the defender puts himself so he doesn't have to make a last-ditch tackle, so that he's always 2 steps ahead of the defender, so he is never put out of position. He walks well with the offside trap. And with this one, I'm going to have to roll with... I think this is, maybe, I wouldn't say substantial, but I think that, you know, this is clearish. I would say Van Dijk. I think this is one of Van Dijk's strongest attributes, and I think that is what he has brought to Liverpool, is how he positions himself and the discipline to which he maintains his position, whether it be going tight on a striker, offside trap, marking the line, getting everyone else in line. So I just with regards to positioning, because Koulibaly is also good at positioning as well. You know, I think he keeps his calm and his composure well with Napoli. But again, if we're choosing it and it's like for like, who has better positioning? Yeah, I'm rolling with the Dijk. I'm rolling with the Dijk there. D-I-J-K, not D-Y-K-E. So positioning, Van Dijk. Toughness. So what do I mean when I bring in toughness? So with let me get this bloody pen out there. So when I say with toughness, this is how difficult is it for a striker to get past said defender. That's the thing. You may call him a racist and an adulterer and everything. I think most people will tell you that John Terry was a very, very tough defender to play against. Very tough defender. People would even say at his peak, Cannavaro was a very tough defender to play against. So how hard do you make it for the striker? And with regards to toughness, 100%, I think this clearly goes to Koulibaly. I think for Koulibaly, he makes it very hard for strikers to go through because of how tenacious he is in the tackle and how much he just wants to just really get in on you. So, and I think toughness, it is a mixture of tenacity and also your intelligence and anticipation. I think that's the right word. The intelligence and anticipation of what the striker is trying to do, because you're combining your tenacity with thinking and trying to think ahead as to what your opposing player is going to do. And with its toughness, I've got it right here. So with Koulibaly, takes this from me. For me, Koulibaly, I feel, is the tougher defender to play against as opposed to Van Dijk. I don't think Van Dijk, as good as he is, I don't think he is as tough or as difficult. Because I think if Van Dijk would struggle against an old school Ronaldo, he would struggle against a flipping Christian Vieri. If he struggled against a George Weah, whereas I think Koulibaly would be able to withstand a Weah, a Vieri, a Batistuta, you know, and so forth. Because I think the kind of thugs that you had back in the 90s, you know, I don't think Van Dijk could roll with all those thugs back in those days. So, reading of the game. Reading of the game. You know what? I know where my tick is here. But this is tough. And I think the thing about it is that, you know, this is what I always do. And I always see this on the Hangouts. I hate people that sit on the fence. I always implore people that give me a yes or no answer. But this is a tough one. Both of these guys are excellent readers of the game. Both of these guys are excellent readers of the game. I think, again, this is one of Van Dijk's greatest attributes. As long as with his positioning, I think his reading of the game has what has made Liverpool so good defensively, because he manages just to sniff out threats before they come through. Koulibaly's reading of the game is why he's been on the radar for so long and for so many years, which is what has made him such a competent, high-tiered defender. Because just like Van Dijk, he sees things 2 steps, 3 steps ahead. So this is razor sharp. This is razor sharp. It's razor sharp, man. This is razor sharp. I'm riding with. I'll ride with Van Dijk here. I'll keep with. That was the one I chose for. Is Van Dijk a better reader of the game than Koulibaly? Because again, I'm asking myself now that is, you know, I'm just trying to be as real as a thug. Trying to be as real as three thugs. Trying to be as real as three thugs. Is Van Dijk a better reader of the game than Koulibaly? That is the question. Not even the question. That is the question that we're ask around here. Okay, I'll give it. I'm giving it to Van Dijk. All right, I'm giving it to Van Dijk. But it is literally this close. And I'll probably change it afterwards if I feel like it. But so Van Dijk gets that better reading the game. Aerial ability. Aerial. Who is better in the air? Who is a force of nature in the air? Aerial ability. For me, I would say this is a pretty clear one. Van Dijk is damn good in the air. I'm riding with Koulibaly for aerial ability. I just think that his prowess in the air, jumping, timing of the jump, ability to clear the space in the air, I just think that he does that at a far higher level than I believe Van Dijk does. So as good as Van Dijk is aerial ability in the air, he's damn good. I just think that Koulibaly takes that. You know, I just think that his heading ability on his heading ability on a defensive and an attacking edge is quality. Van Dijk's good as well. Van Dijk is good as well. He can also ride as well, but I just feel like if Koulibaly is the dude that I will roll with for better aerial ability. So with regards to aerial in the air, Koulibaly takes that one from me. Clutch. This is tough. This is tough. Now, clutch with defenders, I feel, is twofold. I feel that, you know, when you look at clutch, you say, again, the thing that Sergio Ramos is known for. Can you come with that header to win the game for your team or to equalize for your team and so forth. Van Dijk did it for Holland. I think he did it for Liverpool. Koulibaly did it very famously for Napoli at Juventus at the Juventus Stadium. But for defenders as well, it's also about, can you make that last-ditch tackle? Can you make that last-ditch block? Can you really, under pressure, make those key defensive plays to ride? Those key defensive plays to ride. This is very, very close, because I feel both of these guys pass this attribute with flying colors. But again, I cannot sit on the fence. I've got to give yourself an answer. It's going to be close. This is going to be real close. Who is the more clutch? That's the question that is asked by the congregation. Hey, that rhymed. I'm gonna ride with again, because for me, okay, this is what I always use the scenario. Okay, which defender do I feel, we're winning 1-0, I need you to hold down the fort. I need you to hold down the fort when all the pressure is on. Can you hold down the fort when the pressure is on? I'm riding with Koulibaly in this one. Riding with Koulibaly in this one. I just feel that he is a defender who I feel I can rely upon when the chips are down. To come up clutch. You see, that's why it's like, look, because what I do about this, okay, so I'm giving clutch to Koulibaly. There you go. I'm giving clutch to Koulibaly. I may have to revisit this. Because yes, I've done these attributes right now, but now as I'm thinking about it, I may have to revisit this and turn things around. And look, man, the beauty about these football battles is, look, man, let me bring some more shit now, bro. The beauty about this kind of stuff is, it's a debate. Have a debate about it, talk about it, and just let's go for it back and forth. I couldn't give a damn whether you agree or you don't agree. I really couldn't care. It's 2019. I just say what I flipping believe, and I'm gonna say, because this is my crib. It's my crib. It's my rib. So last attribute here is consistency. Consistency. So this is what's this about? This is about which defender maintains that high level over a long period of time. Over 90 minutes, are you serene? Full concentration over a season, over seasons, for how long can you really maintain that high level of thuggery, not debauchery, thuggery, and really just be riding on a very high level on a very defensive end? And this one, my sixth sense, I'm picking Koulibaly for this one. As good as Van Dijk is, I don't feel that he has been playing at a high level for as long as Kalidou. I don't think he's been playing at a high level for as long as Kalidou. I think Kalidou has been one of the top 5 defenders for at least the last 3-4 years. That's big. That's huge. That's, that's massive, So that's why I'm riding in there with regards to consistency. So Kalidou Koulibaly wins this 4-3, and he wins this football battle. And again, when people will have beef, they'll have their things to say about this. And let me say it right now. I still think that Kalidou wins this, but I'm willing to swap reading and clutch. Because as I think of it right now, I may give reading of the game to Koulibaly and I may give clutch to Van Dijk. That's what I'm willing to do, because the reading of the game, I'm going back and forth, and I may give that reading of the game to Kalidou and I may give clutch to Van Dijk. But still, whatever the case may be, Kalidou still wins it 4-3. Tell me what you think. Where have I gone wrong? Where do I think I've misstepped? And what I will say is, I'm sure that a lot of Liverpool fans will come and say, blah, 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 what do you say? What do you say? Van Dijk is one of the best in the world. And for those Liverpool fans saying that, be true to yourselves. Do you watch the Serie A? Do you watch Napoli? And have you been watching Napoli and Koulibaly for the past 3-4 years? I've been watching Napoli very closely, especially when you look at it, they were close to events. I've been watching them very closely for the last 3-4 years. And I've been like, no, this dude is playing at a high morpho level. This guy is playing at a high morpho level. But that is it. That's what I think about it. Remember, if for any other football bastards you want me to do, just comments below. Give me your thoughts about it. And man, look, man, we're just trying to ride. We're just trying to live. We're just trying to breathe. Peace out, stay true. And I am begging you, please, for everything, stay black. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot Patreon page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.